All right, when time is short, the stakes are sky high and the pressure is really on. Standard chat tools? Yeah, they just don't cut it. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving straight into Athena. This is a powerful, structured decision intelligence platform, and it's built specifically for those high-stakes business moments where you absolutely cannot afford to wait. Now, this perfectly illustrates the core dilemma every leader is facing today. You're drowning in noise. Literally. You've got endless documents, massive questionnaires, scattered chat threads. It's a lot to sift through. But to actually make a choice, you need structured, traceable action. Athena is what bridges that massive gap between all that chaotic noise and the concrete decisions you need to make.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the decision dilemma, introduce Athena, peek at its operating engine, explore the pricing intelligence wedge, discuss enterprise trust, and wrap up with building a commercial memory. Let's get into it.
Section 1, the decision dilemma, navigating rising complexity.
You know, business decisions are rarely blocked because you lack data, right? Actually, it's usually the exact opposite. They're blocked by shrinking timelines and totally fragmented context. Look at this pattern. As complexity rises, you just get bogged down by way too many tools and stakeholders. As time compresses, your teams are forced to spit out answers before the full picture is even clear. And as consequences grow, well, a single bad choice compounds into a massive margin loss. It's a tough spot to be in.
Moving on to Section 2, Introducing Athena, the proof of a working product.
I really want to emphasize that we aren't just talking about some theoretical concept here. Athena already boasts a massive footprint of over 53,000 total lines of code across uploaded modules, featuring fast backend APIs and local AI indexing. It's real, and it's robust. Beneath the hood, there are over 1,040 to be exact, functions across analyzed Python files. Why does that matter? Because it keeps the critical logic grounded. Athena doesn't just rely on an AI to blindly guess the math. It relies on hard-coded deterministic formulas to make sure your pricing is repeatable and accurate every single time. And to further prove its product-grade readiness, it tracks exactly 103 pricing discovery fields. This means those complex client questionnaires aren't just floating around in some forgotten document. They're comprehensively captured, mapped out, and ready for review.
Section 3, the operating engine, orchestrating value creation. So, how does it actually work? Athena creates immense value through this continuous 5-step loop. It captures your messy user inputs, automatically structures that data, and indexes the knowledge to make it searchable. From there, it applies reasoning using both AI and Python logic, and finally, it lets you act on those insights. It shifts your workflow from initial capture straight through to decisive action.
Now, Athena's true moat, its secret weapon really, is orchestration. It doesn't rely on a single AI model. OpenAI handles the reasoning and executive summaries, while Allama secures your local indexed knowledge. Gemini steps in for complex document and image reading. But the absolute bedrock? That's Python, handling the deterministic math, alongside dbox, which manages your structured records. Blending AI synthesis with this rigid structure is what keeps everything entirely inspectable. No block boxes here.
Section 4, the pricing intelligence wedge, immediate commercial impact. Instead of black box guessing, pricing intelligence gives you explainable pricing, lower delivery risk, and far stronger margins. Think about it. When you're pricing a high-stakes transformation project, there is absolutely no way you can afford for an AI to just hallucinate a number. You need a rigorous assessment that converts what you discover about a client into an ironclad commercial quote.
This 4-step workflow guarantees total traceability. You start with discovery to capture all the facts, which allows AI to interpret the sizing and risks. Then Python takes over to calculate the actual commercial logic, so the math remains totally repeatable. All of this culminates in an assessment that stores your outputs. If a client ever asks why a project costs what it does, you can instantly trace it all the way back to step 1. That's a huge game changer.
Section 5, trust and enterprise scale, controlled intelligence, not magic.
To make this work at an enterprise level, Athena relies on 4 non-negotiable trust pillars. First, grounded retrieval ensures answers are backed exclusively by your indexed knowledge. Second, a deterministic core keeps your business arithmetic securely locked in Python. Add to that highly traceable records, thanks to DBX preserving original source IDs. And finally, a governed UX that keeps execution paths completely safe.
This architecture is exactly why C-suite executives trust this platform over off-the-shelf chat tools.
And finally, Section 6, building a commercial memory, the vision and roadmap.
The product roadmap aims to evolve Athena from a command-powered assistant into a massive, scalable enterprise workspace. Imagine an executive cockpit with live role-based dashboards, or a scenario studio where you can run what-if modeling on your pricing. Picture a workflow marketplace full of reusable templates, and, perhaps most exciting of all, a decision memory graph that actually links the assumptions you made today with the outcomes you achieve tomorrow.
By tracking which decisions improved outcomes, Athena stops just estimating deals and starts actually learning exactly how your pricing choices shape the future. It evolves into a living commercial memory for your entire business.
So as complexity rises and time compresses, the ultimate question isn't whether you have data scattered across your organization. It's whether your business possesses the structural memory to act with absolute confidence when the pressure is on. Will your business have a commercial memory, or will you just keep guessing? Think about that as you look at how your teams are making decisions today. Thanks for joining this explainer.